Welcome to this session of Mastering Root Cause Analysis with Kepner Tregoe Tools. So we'll explore this Kepner Tregoe method for root cause analysis, which is a powerful and structured approach to solving problems with clarity, logic, and precision. So whether you're in manufacturing, services, engineering, or even in daily life, these tools will transform how you think through and address those challenges. So this method has helped organizations like NASA, IBM, Toyota, and many other multinationals in handling their high-stake decisions. So now let's explore how it can help you too. So this Kepner-Tregoe method emerged in the 1960s when two former Rand Corporation analysts, Charles Kepner and Benjamin Tregoe, they realized that successful leaders approach their problems methodically. So they codified this approach in their classic book, The Rational Manager. And since then, this Kepler-Tregoe has become a staple across all the industries. It is designed to cut through emotional reactions and chaos, replacing them with clear thinking, prioritization, and sustainable solutions. So these are the four core KT tools. Each one plays a unique role. The first is situation appraisal, which help you to manage complexity by breaking down what is going on and deciding where to start. Problem analysis will help you to determine what caused the problem and how to eliminate it. The decision analysis, which is the third tool, that will ensure that when faced with options, you choose the best possible course of action. And fourth one, that is the potential problem analysis. This will help you to anticipate and prevent things from going wrong in the future. So together they form a life cycle for problem solving and decision making. So we often find ourselves buried in problems, not knowing where to begin. So that's when this situation appraisal becomes a valuable tool as such. So by identifying correct and categorizing and prioritizing the concerns, you can avoid reacting to symptoms and instead work on what truly matters. So, for example, in real life, if your car breaks down or the fridge does not working and your child is sick, so which will you handle first? So, situation appraisal will help you to sort and prioritize. For example, in manufacturing plant, if it is dealing with increased defect rates or late shipments and machine downtime, so there is you use this situation appraisal to determine that the defect rate has the highest business impact and must be resolved first. It need to be prioritized. So similarly, in service, suppose a call center is struggling with long wait times, low morale, and increasing customer complaints. The situation appraisal will help you uncover that morale of the employees is driving the other problems, making it the priority. So you can see this situation appraisal tool. It can be, if it is in a factory, it may reveal that customer complaints stem from defects, not delivery. In a service setup, low morale might be the driver of both performance and attrition. So it is not just about identifying issues, it is about knowing what to fix first. Now let's see what is this tool number two, that is problem analysis. So problem analysis, it digs deeper. Instead of assumptions or finger pointing or blaming, it uses a structured is or is not approach to isolate the root cause. So you describe the deviation clearly, when it occurs, where it occurs, and to what extent it occurs, and then you systematically eliminate causes that don't match. For example, in suppose real life, your laptop connects to Wi-Fi at your office, no, but it is not uh, connecting at home. That means the problem is at home; it is not at the office. So guiding you to investigate the router, maybe. For example, in manufacturing, if a machine breaks down only during the night shift, the same equipment, same material, same peoples, same method. The only difference is the operator. Is it the root cause? Okay, so lack of warm up procedures by that operator might be causing those breakdowns. For example, in service, so in service, if an international client faces this refund delays, so while domestic clients don't, so the is not analysis help you to discover that issue lies in the currency conversion module. So in a manufacturing plant, that might mean comparing defect rates between shifts. In hospital, it could be identifying that only patients in one wing are affected by a delay, or and this tool can be used in services as well. So this methodological approach brings clarity and factual direction to the problem solving. Now, problem analysis we have seen as that is the problem and is not the problem. That now let's understand what is decision analysis as a tool. Now, when facing tough choices, it is tempting for everyone to go with the intuition or the gut feeling, or sometimes you get that in many times in organization, people are driven by the cost. But decision analysis offers a rational process to evaluate every option. So you begin by defining your objective and listing the non-negotiables. So you are must, then you assign weight to those wants, thinking like things like efficiency, cost, flexibility, adaptability. Then you score each option, consider those risks, and make a confident and defendable choice. So this approach goes for selecting machines, hiring vendors, or even making personal decisions like changing careers. So if you look at some of the examples in real life as well as in manufacturing and service example. So in real life, suppose you are choosing between two job offers. The one pays more, the other offers better work and life balance. So decision analysis helps you to weigh those things, which are based on your long-term goals. For example, for instance, in manufacturing, so you must pick between, suppose there are two equipment vendors, one with faster delivery, the other with better reliability. So with criteria and scoring, the better long-term choice becomes very obvious. In service, for instance, a company is debating whether to outsource customer support or scoring cost, quality, flexibility, and brand control. So they find in-house this remains is a better fit. If you produce something in-house or if you provide this service in-house, it is better. So this decision analysis is the tool which will help you to define your objective and listing those non-negotiables and come to the decision faster. Now let's see what is tool number 4. The tool number 4 is potential problem analysis. Now, what is potential problem analysis? Potential problem analysis is sometimes even the best decisions can go wrong or can go sideways if risks are not anticipated. So that is where potential problem analysis comes in. So it is about scanning the horizon before you take action. So you identify what could go wrong, how to prevent it, and how you will respond if it does go wrong. So in complex environments, whether you're developing a software update or delivering a product launch, this foresight is very, very crucial. So by doing this, you don't just hope things will work, you make sure they will do. For example, in real life, suppose planning, if you're planning for international travel and you identify visa delays or flight cancellations, long and the luggage is lost, as risk. So you prepare those backups, early bookings, and maybe travel insurance. Similarly, in manufacturing, suppose you're launching a new automation line and you anticipate sensor will malfunction. So you add redundancy and those preventive maintenance schedules, okay, or create this FMEA, failure mode effect analysis, use those tools or risk matrix. Similarly, service, suppose you are rolling out a new customer relationship module and you plan for those user pushback and data migration risk by organizing training sessions and maybe a phase kind of rollout. So the put this decision making analysis is basically proactively identify the risk in your chosen action steps by listing the potential problem, creating preventive actions, and defining those contingency plans. So let's recap, of each of these four Kepner Tregoe tools addresses a specific phase of a structured thinking. So from triaging chaos to identifying the true problem, from selecting the best solution to ensuring smooth execution. The Kepner Tregoe method covers it all. So this table summarizes when and how to apply each tool, helping you to bring the structure and logic into every major initiative or the challenge. So what this KT's method or Kepner-Tregoe method is sets it apart as it is its balance of logic and collaboration and the results. So this encourages clear thinking, rational decision making. It enhances team collaboration and objectivity. It avoids blaming people, by focusing on facts, and it is trusted by global companies like NASA, Toyota. It is well proven and used by many multinationals in solving their complex problems. So it removes basically emotional decision making, encourages team alignment, focuses on facts and not blame. So that's why these companies, Big companies, they are using these tools and techniques and methods in solving their critical problems. And it's just an as effective for mid-sized firms, not just for the multinationals. Can be used by MSMEs, startups, or individual leaders who want clarity and the control.